What's up guys? So here we are. Tonight we're going to fish Calshot Beach. I'm not going to fish down the castle where I normally fish. I haven't had a lot of luck down there recently, so I'm going to try a new mark today. What I'll do is I will go onto Google Maps, I'll take a picture of the location and I'll put it into the video so you can check it out for yourselves if you want to. I'll also leave a link to the location for Google Maps in the description. Just going to keep it simple tonight. For bait, what we've got is a box of fresh ragworm, got some frozen squid, got some sand eels. I don't know about you guys, but I seem to waste a lot of bait when I go fishing. Can't keep the ragworm alive for more than a week in the fridge, and when it's dead it goes mushy. So I was looking up ways to preserve it, and what you can do, you can salt it. It dries it out essentially, turns it into this kind of worm jerky. So I've got loads of that left from the last couple of sessions that I've done. Tonight we're going to do a little test, fresh ragworm versus worm jerky. Chances are I'm going to blank, but you never know. So I'm going to finish getting set up and hopefully we can get into some fish. Okay, so I've been fishing for about 20 minutes, not very long. Just had a fairly decent pull down on the left hand rod there. Hasn't done it again, but we're going to keep an eye on it. Hopefully we're going to have our first fish. Right, so not having much luck at the moment, so what I'm going to do, going to change tactics a little bit. Ragworm obviously isn't working, so I'm going to try some squid and sand eel. I'm also going to change rigs. Going to try a 2 up 1 down rig. I've had a couple of bites, but they're just not committing to it. So hopefully, changing bait will get us some fish. So all I'm doing here, making a bit of a bait cocktail like I said. Gonna wrap the squid around the sand eel. Gonna get my baiting needle. Gonna grab my elastic. Yeah, I'm just gonna tie it on. I mean, at least the weather's half decent. It's not raining, very little wind. It could be worse, I suppose. I'm just going to wind that around there. Like that. Gives you a nice bait cocktail. Yeah, let me know in the comments what the fishing's been like where you are. because locally for me it's been shit. I haven't had a decent fish since November, I think. I've had a few small school bass, some dogs, but nothing worth shouting about really. First fish of the evening. So swapping baits and changing rigs worked. Gonna get this guy unhooked and back in the water. So there we go. First fish of the evening. Little dog. Swapping baits, changing rigs worked. So if we're going to get a few more, let's get this guy back in the water. There we go guys, fish number 2, tiny little bass, caught on ragworm. So it's now about 1 o'clock in the morning. I think I'm going to start packing up and call it a night. Things have slowed down now. We haven't blanked, that's good enough for me. Gonna leave the rods out while I pack up. Might catch something else. In fact, I don't know if you can see that behind me. Like the rod on the left hand side was going. Leave these rods out while I pack up. We might catch something, might not. It's fish number 3, another little dog. This one was caught on the ragworm jerky. It's not very big. But yeah, fish number 3. Right, so making my way back to the car now. Did a good, I don't know, 5 hours fishing I think, 5-6 hours, something like that. Didn't catch much. Had 3 in total, 2 dogs and a tiny little bass. I think the first dog I caught was on squid and eel combo. The bass was on ragworm, fresh ragworm, and the final dog was on the worm jerky, I think. But yeah, so it wasn't a blank. First time I've tried fishing this mark, so I'll take that as a win. Weather looks like it's about to piss down now though. You can hear some thunder off in the distance. So it's a good time to call it a night, I think. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.